Hi kids, my name is Officer Jason Czebotar, and today I'm going to read to you Shelia Rae the Brave. Shelia Rae wasn't afraid of anything. She wasn't afraid of the dark, she wasn't afraid of thunder and lightning, and she wasn't afraid of the big black dog at the end of the block. At dinner, Shelia Rae made believe that all the cherries in her fruit cocktail were the eyes of dead bears. She ate 5 of them. At school, Shelia Rae giggled when the principal walked by. And when her classmate Wendell stole her jump rope during recess, Shelia Rae tied him up until the bell rang. "I am very brave," Shelia Rae said, patting herself on the back. Shelia Rae stepped on every crack on the sidewalk without fear. And when her sister, Louise, said there was a monster in the closet, Shelia Rae attacked it. And when she rode her bicycle no-handed with her eyes closed, yeah, Shelia Rae, her friends yelled, clapping their hands. One day, Shelia Rae decided to walk home from school a new way. Louise was afraid too. "You're too brave for me," Louise said. "You're always such a scaredy cat," Shelia Rae called. "I am not," whispered Louise. Shelia Rae started off skipping. "I am brave," she sang. "I am fearless." She stepped on every crack. She walked backwards with her eyes closed. She growled at stray dogs and bared her teeth at stray cats. And she pretended that the trees were evil creatures. She climbed up on them and broke their fingers off. Snap, snap. Shelia Rae walked and walked. She turned corners. She crossed streets. It suddenly occurred to Shelia Rae that nothing looked familiar. Shelia Rae heard frightening noises that sounded worse than thunder. She thought horrible thoughts. They were worse than anything she had ever imagined. "I am brave," Shelia Rae tried to convince herself. "I'm fearless." The sounds became more frightening. The thoughts became more horrible. Shelia Rae sat down on a rock and cried. "Help," she sniffed. She thought of her mother and her father and Louise. "Mother, father, Louise," she cried. "Here I am," a voice said. "Louise," Shelia Rae hugged her sister. "We're lost," Shelia Rae said. "No, we're not," said Louise. "I know the way home. Follow me." Louise stepped on every crack. She walked backwards with her eyes closed. She growled at stray dogs and bared her teeth at stray cats. And she pretended that the trees were evil creatures. She jumped up and broke their fingers off. Snap, snap, snap. Shelia Rae walked quietly behind her. They walked and walked. They crossed streets. They turned corners. Soon their house could be seen between the trees. Shelia Rae grabbed Louise and dashed up the street. When they reached their own yard, and the gate was closed behind them, Shelia Rae said, "Louise, you are brave. You are fearless." "We both are," said Louise. And they walked backwards into the house with their eyes closed. Just want to say that even though we're not at your schools and seeing you every day, we are thinking about you, and we want to make sure that you're being safe and doing the safe things that your teachers and your parents have taught you. Bye.